What's going on, everybody? This Saturday, we have an exciting fight. Artur Beterbiev versus Joe Smith. I haven't been this excited for a light heavyweight championship fight since Kovalev Ward 2. That's the last time I was this excited for a light heavyweight championship fight. And the reason why I'm so excited is I know this fight is not going 12 rounds. Fight is going to end in the knockout 100%. 100%. Bet your life savings this fight ends in a knockout. This is not going into this decision at all. And I'm going to be there live. I have tickets to the fight. Oh, man, I'm so excited. This may either be knockout of the year or fight of the year or both. Who knows? This is a 3-belt unification match, which the Kovalev Ward fight was also a 3-belt unification, if you guys remember. So this is a belt that matters. Also, if you don't care about the belts and you only care about lineal, this is for that too. Artur Beterbiev has 2 belts and the lineal championship, and Joe Smith is coming in to this fight with 1 belt. This fight has the potential to be the best fight in all of 2022. And it also has the potential of being knockout of the year. So let's say if it's one-sided, because a lot of people are picking Beterbiev for this to be a one-sided fight that way, that he's just going to dominate Joe Smith. It's not out of the realm of possibility that he gets a knockout of the year. He's a big puncher. Joe Smith is not exactly Pernell Whitaker with the defense, so he could definitely get clipped and get dropped and get knocked out. And also, Beterbiev could be getting a little too aggressive and try to go in for the kill against Joe Smith. And Joe Smith is somebody who has one-punch knockout power. That is, if anything you want to say about Joe Smith, make sure that at the end of your sentence, you say, yeah, he still got power, though. And again, Beterbiev is not exactly Pernell Whitaker either. So these are 2 power punchers who both get hit and both are offensive fighters in Madison Square Garden. Yes, it's the small room, but honestly, sometimes a small room is a little bit better. You can maybe watch a fight there better because it's more intimate. You closer. It's not really a bad seat in the house. Also, the tickets are cheaper, so you're getting a different type of crowd. You're getting the common man going to this fight. You're getting the common working class man. And I'm expecting a very, very, how do I say, kind of like raucous kind of crowd. Yeah, I'm not sure what the ticket sales are, if the fight sold out or if what's the status of it. Honestly, if you're a real boxing fan and you live in the tri-state area and you're not going to this fight, I don't know what you're doing, because the tickets for this fight reasonably priced. There's tickets for $100 that are really good in the 100 level. There's tickets if you want to sit closer, $200, $300. And then there's even tickets for $50. This is a fantastic fight. Again, the Hulu Theater doesn't have a bad seat in the house. I'm really, really excited for this fight. And I'm also excited for the undercard. My Brooklyn native, Bruce Shushu Carrington, is on the undercard. He's an up-and-coming prospect who a lot of people are high on. Some people are looking at him as a potential prospect of the year. I'm not sure I'm there yet, but I do have an eye on him. I saw him score a vicious knockout of Yodi Andujar, my Dominican brother, on the undercard of the Berlanga fight against Steve Rolls. He's going to be fighting on this. I'm excited to see what he does. Also, Robeisy Ramirez versus the 2-time gold medalist, the guy who beat Shakur Stevenson in the gold medal match. He's going to be facing undefeated Puerto Rican Abraham Nova. So Abraham Nova is somebody who's been very creative in promoting himself. He has a mascot. He called out Navarrete in his last fight. He speaks Spanish, speaks English, real energetic, and I like him. He has a lot of charisma. I think he's good for boxing. Robeisy Ramirez, again, he has that history where he beat Shakur Stevenson in the Olympic gold medal match. And a lot of people want to make fun of Shakur Stevenson for crying, and I'm not one of those people. But hey, the guy who made him cry is fighting this Saturday, and he has a very, very, very interesting story. He was on the Boxing Voice, and shout out to Nesta Gibbs from the Boxing Voice. He was on the Boxing Voice, and he gave an interview, And yo, he instantly made me a fan. I've only seen Robeisy Ramirez fight twice. I seen him fight the rematch of the guy who beat him in his pro debut. I seen that fight, and then I seen his last fight when he fought in the undercard of Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall. Those are the only two fights I've seen him in. But and I'll be honest, I haven't been necessarily thoroughly impressed with what I've seen. I'm not saying he's a bum, and I'm not saying he's, what I've seen from him is not like, oh my God, this guy's amazing. This guy's a great fighter. I have not seen that yet, but on the Boxing Voice, he gave an interview and he just told his story about how he always was against the people who ran the Cuban national team were always against him because he was a bit of a rebel and he wouldn't go to certain tournaments if he didn't feel, it mattered to him. If I'm gonna go and fight, in this tournament against these C-class fighters, I'm not going. And they used to get mad because they used to want to win every single tournament, and he was one of the best fighters. So that they did everything possible to get him off the team, but he just kept winning on these big tournaments, and that's why they kept him on the team. And he became a 2-time gold medalist. And the reason he left Cuba, he said he had no plans to leave Cuba, is he had an Olympic tattoo on his bicep, right? Olympic tattoo, and it had the 2012 and 2016, the 2 years that he won the gold medal. They told him he had to get it removed. They didn't laser remove the tattoo. They literally cut his bicep and stitched it together. That's how they removed the tattoo. And they didn't even do a good job because you still see part of the tattoo on his arm. I want to see if I can find his Instagram and if it was there, because he showed a picture on the Boxing Voice, but I'm not sure. But my point is, man, what a story that guy has. So I was like, that he made me a fan, man. He made me a fan just based off everything he went through to get to America and everything he went through out there. I'm not sure what type of performance, and I honestly don't even know who's gonna win. I don't know who's gonna win this fight, but it's an interesting fight because Abraham Nova is an undefeated prospect who has been getting pushed from top rank, but also remember, Robeisy's a 2-time gold medalist, a guy who beat Shakur Stevenson. So I'm very, very interested as to seeing how that fight plan plays out. Again, this fight may be fight of the year. It really might be. If it may be knockout of the year. I'm predicting the way I see this fight going. I'm talking about the Beterbiev Joe Smith, by the way, not Robeisy Ramirez, Abraham Nova. The way I see that fight playing out is Beterbiev comes out strong. You know what I'm saying? And it's a competitive, one-sided fight. And by that, I mean is, okay, it's clear that, is it Beterbiev or Beterbiev? I'm going to just call him Beterbiev. Beterbiev. I think that's probably the proper way of saying it. If Beterbiev comes out, it's going to, the way I see it is he's going to be dominating, but still getting clipped, getting touched up, and at times having to slow down his offense. And again, because Joe Smith can crack, man. He got that strong, powerful right hand that could hurt anybody if he lands. And that's going to slow him down. But eventually, I feel like he's going to wear Joe Smith down and get him out of there, probably like in the 6th or 7th round. And I know I've talked bad about Joe Smith, and I'm over it because I got to stop being so petty. But I'm going to be rooting for Joe Smith, man. Joe Smith is an American. Joe Smith is somebody who is from the New York State. He's not from New York City, where I'm from, but he's from New York State. He's from Long Island. Yeah, I want to see him win, man. Let's get those belts here in America, because Beterbiev is, not only is he Russian, he also doesn't live in America. He lives in Canada. Bring those belts here. And plus, if Joe Smith ends up being light heavyweight champion of the world, he is going to be bringing those fights over here to America. And he's a power puncher and he's an exciting fighter. Yeah, bring those fights to Madison Square Garden. So I'm rooting for Joe Smith, my American brother. I may be going to the fight with an American flag, chanting USA, USA. Who knows? I do see Beterbiev winning around 6th or 7th round. by stoppage. That's just the way I see the fight. But I do see this as a fun fight. I'm actually predicting that Beterbiev gets dropped once or twice because he gets over aggressive. But I think he recovers. I think he improves, and I think he closes the show and gets a stoppage of Joe Smith. But again, I would not be surprised if Joe Smith lands one of those hard, union worker punches, one of those that he was busy with that sledgehammer, pouring cement, all that strength you get from working construction. I wouldn't be surprised he brings some of that union strength and knocks out Beterbiev. Either way, I'm excited. I'm going to be there live. I'm going to be watching a fight, and I'm super duper excited, man. And I was on the space yesterday on Twitter, and the fans are just as excited as me. I thought it was just me because leading up to this fight, a lot of people weren't talking about it. To be fair, we've had just a great run of fights lately. So obviously people are talking about the fights as they come. But anytime I would bring up in 2-3 weeks, in 4 weeks, in a month, in a month and a half, we got Beterbiev Smith. The excitement level just didn't sound like it was buzzing on Twitter and the people I speak with. This week, the buzz has started. And I was already excited for the fight because, again, if you watch my channel, I've been talking about how this is potential fight of the year. And I was also excited because I'm going to the fight. But I'm even more excited than I was then, just off the fact that everybody on Twitter is now excited with me. And this is going to be a very, very entertaining fight. Beterbiev got cut in his last fight. We'll see if that opens back up with Joe Smith, who's a power puncher. He got cut by a headbutt. This is something where both fighters are going to hit the canvas, and it's definitely not going 12, man. It is not. There's no way. I cannot see this going 12 rounds. And if anybody disagrees with me, write in the chat that you think this is going 12. You're bugging. You're bugging. Listen, I'm hoping for like a crazy rock'em sock'em fight where Joe Smith is down in the 12th round and gets a one-punch knockout to get the W. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for something like that. I've never been present for a fight of the year. I was present for Teofimo versus Kambosos, which was a really, really good fight and an upset as well. I was present for that fight, but that wasn't fight of the year. The fight of the year that year was Fury Wilder 3. But this fight has that feel. Not only does it have that potential, that fight has that feel that it's gonna happen. It has that feel like, okay, yes, this is gonna be fight of the year or knockout of the year. I'll take that too. I've never seen a knockout of the year in person either. I'll take either one. I'm like super duper excited for the prospect of that happening. And again, I'm hard on Top Rank about their undercards. The undercard is actually decent. They got Jahai Tucker's fighting on the undercard. Again, I already mentioned Bruce Shushu Carrington and that Robesi Ramirez Abraham Nova fight. It's gonna be a good night of boxing, just in general. I'm gonna get there from fight one. I'm gonna be there. If the doors open at 6, I'm gonna be there at 5:59 waiting to get my phone scanned to get in. I'm that excited for this fight. The only thing is, man, damn, Top Rank, they be putting on these cards super late. Like, last week with the Edgar Berlanga fight, that fight started so late. Like, I was so tired at the end of the fight. So hopefully this fight is not that late. I think it is, because I think that's just how ESPN does things. But either way, I'm gonna be there from the first fight on. I don't want to miss a one punch. I might not use the bathroom the whole fight. The whole time I enter, I'm gonna use the bathroom right before and just hold it in for the rest of the fight. I don't want to miss not one punch, man. I'm super duper excited for this weekend. Jamal Charlo was supposed to fight Sulecki this weekend, by the way. That fight didn't happen because Jamal Charlo had a back injury. I'm not that had absolutely nobody upset about that. Nobody was like, oh my God, we're not going to see that fight. That's a fight nobody wanted to see. And I'm not wishing, anything bad about Jermall Charlo. I hope he's fine and I hope he recovers well. I'm just saying, like, his choice of opponent, nobody's upset that that fight is canceled. Postponed, excuse me. Speaking of Jermall Charlo, I wanted to screen share this article. It's referencing an interview that Jermall Charlo did with Brian Custer, where he said he calls out Terence Crawford. Well, the question was, is there a fighter that we wouldn't think you want to fight that you do? And he goes, you know what? He said Terence Crawford. He goes, Terence Crawford. I'll highlight it so you guys want to read along with me. He said, Terence Crawford, I'll fight him. Charlo told Showtime on the Last Stand with Brian Custer. I'll fight you, Terence. I'll come back down to 154 to fight Terence. So that's big Jermall Charlo, the 160-pounder, who said that he would fight Terence Crawford at 154 pounds if he decided to move up. I find that curious because why would he move down, fight at 54, and Crawford to fight for no belt? If anything, he would fight his brother. And speaking of his brother, look what Terence Crawford had to say about Jermall Charlo, saying he's willing to fight him at 154. He goes, at Future Boxing, that's Jermall's Twitter handle. He goes, first he puts a laughing, crying emojis. He goes, Future of Boxing, you coming down to fight me at 154? Bro, I know you would. I believe you too. But your brother's still pussy, with the wink emoji. Yo, I love Terence Crawford because that's the type of shit that I like to hear, man. I like when dudes are calling other dudes out, like, yo, what's up? I want to fight you. And his little brother is Jermell Charlo, the undisputed 154-pounder, who Terence Crawford has said that after fighting Errol Spence, he wants Jermell Charlo for undisputed at 154. So I got to give that guy full credit for putting it out there, not only in interviews, but now putting it out there on Twitter, calling him pussy, like calling out, challenging your manhood to some degree. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I would never say that. I'm not a fighter. Terence Crawford is qualified to call anybody whatever he wants. He's a fighter. He's a boxer. And he's willing to sign on the dotted line to fight Jermell. I have no doubt about that. So I did like this back and forth, but I just found it curious that, okay, my man Terence Crawford is out here really trying to fight the best. And people criticize his resume a lot. And to some degree, it's fair. I'm not going to say it's fair in a sense like it's his fault, but it's fair to look at his resume and go, all right, it's not the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's horrible. People overdo it, say his resume is trash. His resume ain't trash. Yeah, his resume is not trash, but it's definitely not the best. But he's saying, hey, I've been calling out Errol Spence. That fight's going to be for undisputed. And I think that will happen this year. And now he's calling out the undisputed guy in a weight class above him in Jermell Charlo. I love it, man. I love this type of energy coming from Crawford, but that's him having these good comebacks is nothing new. I'm gonna answer some questions from the chat or some comments, but I'm really excited for this weekend. So if you guys want to talk Smith Beterbiev, please do. I'll answer any question and I'll go back and forth with you in the debate on any time. So, hell yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next week at the Bam and Rungvisai card. Even the prelim fights are good. Yo, bro, that's a fantastic card. I'm not even gonna disagree with you. Nah, they canceled because that boy can't sell no tickets. Oh, you saying that since Jermall Charlo can't sell tickets, that's why they postponed it? That's interesting. Sanchez, my brother, what's going on, man? How did everything go, or did you speak about the details already? How did everything go with what? I'm not sure what you're talking about, brother. Yo, what's going on, Polo? Shout out to you. Crawford is a real warrior. He is looking for the L. He just can't find it. He's looking for the L. You trying to say he can't? He losing to to both Crawford and both Spence and Charlo. Is that what he's saying? He's looking for an L? Not quite sure what you mean by that. But I put the link in the chat. Let me pin it so you guys, whoever wants to call in and have a conversation. Polo, I see you on here. You was talking all that shit about, you hope that Joe Smith is able to use his arms and legs after this fight. You could definitely click that link. Click that link that's pinned to the top of the chat if you want to have a conversation with me about it. We could definitely have a back and forth. I don't know who called in and hung up, but call back. Polo says, Smith going to sleep. You're going to see why he the only champ at 175 fighters would call out under 175. Michael says, in my opinion, I just think real fighters weren't real fights, even if they lose or win. I got Crawford beating Spence. Oh, that's interesting. Polo.
My boy Broadway. Man,
what's
Joe
going
Smith
on,
is
my
going
brother?
to sleep, bro. Joe Smith is going to fucking sleep. Like, Beterbiev is going to do a demolition job. You're going to see why he was the only champ that a fighter under 175 would call out. No son pendejos, como decimos. They wouldn't call out better.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah,
Didn't Canelo just fight Bivol?
No, I'm saying you're going to.
I got you.
Canelo.
I got you. No, you said any fighter under 175. Now they only trying to fight Smith. Well, Canelo fought Bivol. So what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm talking about besides Canelo, man. You notice when people be like, I'll fight Joe Smith, they ain't calling out Beterbiev for Bivol. Only a true guy, legend of this generation actually fought another one. No, if you notice, look at interviews when people
who called out Joe Smith?
I'll go to fight say Beterbiev. They want to say Bivol.
Wait, hold on. Who called out Joe Smith?
Boo Boo he didn't call him out, but Boo Boo said I'll go up to Andrade the fighter said I would go up to 175 and fight Joe Smith. He mentioned just Joe Smith's name.
I ain't hear that one. I ain't hear that one, bro.
No, in the space
I'm not saying you lying.
I'll fight Joe Smith, but he ain't say Beterbiev for Bivol. Oh, there's a couple, man. I gotta look up.
I want to know why don't you give Joe Smith a shot? Listen. I agree with you. I'm picking Beterbiev to win by stoppage in the 6th or 7th round. I agree with you, but what I'm saying is Joe Smith has a chance, bro.
I don't really see it. I'm sorry.
He's a one-punch knockout. Hold on, he's a one-punch knockout artist, and Beterbiev has leaky defense, so he has a shot. And I guarantee he hits the ground. I guarantee you he hits the ground. But Beterbiev gonna have to earn his money this Saturday. He gonna have to earn his money. I guarantee it.
I don't think so. I'm sorry, but bro, did you not see the Velasquez fight? Joe Smith was getting rocked in that fight pretty bad. And Velasquez is a good fighter, but he's not what better. Beterbiev is stronger. He connects, sits down in his punches better.
He better defense.
They both neither got better defense. I mean, bro, Joe Smith got outboxed with Barrera with the broken jaw and dropped him. Neither has better defense. Velasquez has somewhat better, but not. If you're talking about between these two, none of them have better defense.
I'm talking about between Velasquez. I'm talking about Vlasov and Beterbiev. Who has better defense?
Velasquez.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So Beterbiev is gonna get hit, and Joe Smith got power. That's what I'm saying. He has a chance.
Bro, Beterbiev is gonna make it look easy. He's gonna destroy him. I don't think
Callum Johnson drop you, man.
But what happened to Callum Johnson? He got destroyed. He quit.
Okay, but what? Who hits harder, Callum Johnson or Joe Smith?
But Callum Johnson got a pop. I mean, bro, they got the same
amount of. Who hits harder? Callum Johnson or Joe Smith?
Callum Johnson is harder.
Come on, yo, Polo, come on, man. Really? You gonna say that, bro?
Bro, you're hyping this dude Joe Smith like you haven't seen his past fight. Did you not see his last fight? Did you not see with Barrera? Like, bro, he's looked like he's gotten good wins, but bro, like some big fights, he hasn't looked like the par. Like, I'm telling you, Beterbiev is gonna make this look easy. It's not gonna be competitive.
What I'm saying is he has a chance. You trying to make it seem like that motherfucker might as well not show up. That's why you trying to make it seem, bro.
That's not what's going on here. Oh yeah, watch the Joe Smith Bivol fight. He almost got fucking stopped by Bivol. Bivol actually had him hurt. Like,
no, he didn't. No, he did not. He did not get almost stopped by Bivol.
Bivol in the 12th round, this dude had his look how he looked. Watch the 12th round. Type in Bivol versus Joe Smith. Look how Joe Smith looks.
Bro, listen, you don't got to tell me to type in anything. I watch the fights just like you.
Bro.
How about in the I forget which round, I think it was the 7th or 8th, where fucking Joe Smith punched Bivol, and Bivol was looking, his head literally snapped back.
Bro, that's the only shot, bro. That's the only shot. That's the only shot he had. I think that was like the only thing he did in that fight. He got schooled.
But Beterbiev don't got defense like Bivol. Listen, he
bro,
lost.
But Beterbiev is stronger.
But
No, but he got
a different fighter.
No, but Beterbiev is stronger though. That's the thing. The most skillful fighter in that division is Bivol, but Beterbiev is just strong. Beterbiev is fucking like has real power. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He's gonna outwork Joe Smith, and Joe Smith's gonna feel some power. He might even make Joe Smith quit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Skill wise,
people. Come on, man. He's not gonna quit.
Man,
he fought with a broken jaw before. You think he's gonna quit?
Shit. I mean, a lot of fighters, but when you're fighting Beterbiev, I mean, I don't know what you see. I'm telling you, Beterbiev is gonna. Ooh.
Nah, come on, man. Yesterday on the space, you were saying that. Oh, I hope that he's gonna be able to use his legs and arms after the fight. You taking the shit too far, bro. It's It's gonna be more close than you think, man.
Oh man, I'm okay. I hope so, man. At first, I said, yo, I think Joe is gonna be competitive, but then I started looking at past fights. I'm looking at him like, nah, and I just don't see. I do see him dropping maybe Beterbiev like once or twice, but I don't even see him hurting. I think he's just gonna get him with a fast knockdown, and Beterbiev's gonna get up and just start. He's gonna start well on Beterbiev, and Beterbiev is just gonna press back. Like he's not stronger than Beterbiev. We already know that. We know that he doesn't punch because you see that Beterbiev has all knockouts. Like we can clearly say Beterbiev is harder and stronger because you can clearly see in the ring who has the most knockouts.
No, I mean he only has 17 fights. Listen, but I'm not going to argue that.
And he fought an Olympic medalist that's more skillful. And bro, we saw how that fight went down. I mean, that was competitive to a certain point. But bro, he ended that dude. I'm not going to see end his career, but you saw.
Who are you talking about? Vazik?
Yeah, Vazik's a better fighter than Joe Smith. Way better.
Listen. When I'm talking about Smith, I'm talking about he has a shot because he has power, one punch type power, and Beterbiev is there to be hit. And you want to keep saying, "Oh, he's gonna get knocked out. He's gonna get knocked out," but you're not acknowledging what I'm saying. Can you acknowledge that he has one punch knockout? Hold on, Polo. Let me talk. Can you acknowledge that he can he can knock out people with one punch? Yes or no?
Yes, I can acknowledge that.
Okay, all right, hold on. Do you acknowledge that Beterbiev has leaky defense at times?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
okay, he has no defense. Has a chance.
Oh, I give you. I mean the punch, but it's like I don't know if he has enough to keep a guy like Beterbiev up. Yeah, Beterbiev is chin. He's been dropped, but it's gonna take someone special. You either gotta outbox him or someone as strong as him to But it's gonna be hard to beat. I'm telling you, like that dude is just too strong, bro. But I hope Joe Smith, if he drops him, he goes for the kill because man, if he lets that dude off the hook, it's over. It's as the fight gets bro, he's gonna get. And you watched the Velasquez fight. This dude got cut open in the second round and was getting busted up. So I'm like, bro, that's Velasquez. I for sure damn well know Velasquez doesn't punch as hard as fucking Beterbiev. That's for sure.
No, I mean, listen. I'm not. Listen, Beterbiev is a puncher. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you that he's not. That would be a stupid ass argument if I did that. But what I'm saying is, hey, anything can happen when you got two big punches and both have leaky defense. You're not gonna convince me that that's not a possibility. That come on, bro. Come on. You sounded like a casual right now, bro.
Bro, the reason I said watch the Velasquez fight. Did you watch the Velasquez?
I've seen the fight, bro. What happened in the championship rounds? Who won the championship round?
I thought Vasilov won it. I thought Velasquez should have won the fight. But I mean, like you said, you watch it and you tell me I'm sorry, but I just don't see it from Joe Smith. I'll give him a chance, but man, it's gonna be.
Well, give me a percentage. How do you see this percentage wise?
25, 75, 25, and that's being generous.
All right. See, I'll accept that because the way you was talking was like it was 90-10. That's the way you was talking.
That's
25, I'll accept that. That's reasonable. Hello? You cut out?
But say it is a blow. Say Better Beef. Just saying this is just say Better Beef goes in there and blows him out. What are you gonna say? You're gonna be like, damn, you was kind of right. Like say
No,
he goes in there and it's just a
I'm not gonna necessarily be surprised, but my whole point is saying is that Joe Smith has a puncher's chance, and I think I listen, win, lose, or draw. I'm predicting they both hit the ground. Put it like that.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Put your money. Yeah, that's definitely because I
They
do
both
see
hit the ground.
Better Be fitting. Yeah, he is chinny. Better Be best chinny. Like that's definitely. I have money. I bet it was somebody that he is gonna hit the ground because there's no way like that dude does. It is chinny. It's just you have to have the right kind of power and sit down on your punches to drop him. But I don't know. Like I said, if Joe Smith pulls it off,
hold
I'm
on.
great to him.
Now go ahead, finish your thought. My bad.
I said if Joe Smith beats him, I'm gonna be like, holy shit, he pulled an upset because that's an upset, bro. It's just like, bro, God.
All right, can you see this fight ended in fight of the year?
No, bro. At first, I was thinking like that, but I feel like in the first couple rounds, maybe, but I don't know. Something tells me that it might not be fight of the year. It might be, like you said, I have that feeling. Like, I'm feeling it might be a blow, but I want to see a fight of the year, but just how Joe Smith's been looking, I don't think so. If you told me the Joe
All right.
Smith that knocked out for 4, I'd be like, hell yeah. But the way that he's been looking, I'm like, nah.
All right, can you see knockout of the year this Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
All right. You. At least I feel like I'm getting you closer to my side little by little. It's gonna be he has a chance, and it's gonna be a fun fight while it lasts. I don't think this is gonna be one of those boring fights. If you're watching this right now, have casuals that are friends of yours, make sure they watch this fight. Tell them, yo, put on ESPN. It's for free. You don't got to subscribe to nothing. Just turn on ESPN and it's for free. Make sure all your casuals watch this fight this Saturday, man. Because this is can't miss TV. I guarantee fucking you. Somebody getting put to sleep.
Oh yeah, I could tell you that. I'm gonna be real. You know what? I'm gonna be positive because I do see the first 4 rounds. They do go at it, but I just don't know if he has that that ability to keep up with Bettery. Because I'm telling you, bro, Bettery was just too fucking strong. I do see Joe Smith catching him early, but it's just like fuck. Like the thing is, like I don't know, man. It's just like it's really hard because like. Bro, like you see the opponents that Barry has been in there, it's just like, bro, they just cannot work him or outmatch him. He's just too strong. But I feel like Joe Smith has the punches. I do see Joe Smith dropping him like in the first 2 rounds, and then he gets up, and then I do see him getting dropped. But what I could predict, the first 6 rounds, it is going to be competitive, and there's going to be a lot of knockdowns.
Yo, Michael Blunt says, I bet if Zuldo was fighting against Beterbiev, Polo would say he had a chance. He got a chance.
Man, I got no comment, man. That dude just likes to talk, man. I got no comment. I'm just saying, man. I've seen Joe Smith his all career, and it's like, let's be real, he's not the most skillful guy. He has a puncher's chance.
Yeah, neither is Zuldo. I got Joe Smith over Zuldo.
Oh yeah, okay. We can bet that it happens. That's crazy how Bob Arum. It seems like we want to fight, but it seems like Bob Arum didn't want it.
Nah. They on different sides of the street. That fight won't happen.
No, I'm talking about when he was I don't know. I'm just telling you. Look at his fights. Like, bro, they've been in there with 3 common opponents, and look how Joe Smith's looked like, and look how Zura has looked like. I know style makes fights, but I should tell you, man, that Velasquez fight kind of was like, hey, I don't know, man. That was.
You think that was eye opening for you? That
yes, bro.
Fight. Oh, you cut out, bro. Yo, what's up with your service, bro?
Keep getting these calls, bro. My bad. Velasquez to me won that fight, bro. In my opinion, I was kind of mad. I'm like, yo, I was happy Joe Smith won it.
I thought he won too, but it was close enough where I'm not gonna get mad at it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got mad. I got upset because I thought Velasquez, from all he's been through, and he's been in there with competitive fights with other. Like he was at cruiserweight. He gave that cruiserweight a run for his money. I was kind of upset. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yo, that dude deserved it. But Joe Smith's story, I'm like, you know what? I can't be mad at him. But I was a little upset.
Hold on. I wanted to screen share something that I mentioned earlier. I couldn't find it, but you know who's Robeisy Ramirez, right?
Yeah.
2-time gold medalist.
Yeah.
So the reason he left Cuba was because they made him get rid of his tattoo on his arm. He had a tattoo of the Olympic rings on his arm, and the Cuban team literally cut it out. So I'm going to screen share a picture of his arm when they did the surgery, and just so y'all know what this guy went through.
Oh yeah, man. saw that. Not the picture, but I've heard like the story. I didn't get
Oh,
to
but
see the
look at the
picture.
picture now. Look at the picture
Man,
now.
hold on. I'm gonna.
Yeah, man. So there is showing for those of you listening, not watching. It's his arm with a scar in it. You can still see part of the ring of the Olympic ring on the bottom, and then it says 2017,
Yo,
2016, where they literally cut it out, stretched his skin, and stitched it to remove the tattoo. That's what they did in Cuba because they did not like that he tattooed the Olympic rings on his bicep. This is absolute insane, and this is one of the reasons why I'm rooting so hard for Ramirez this Saturday. And again, I'm so glad I'm gonna be there live.
hey, he's gonna win. He got it. Nova is nothing to me. He's not special. He got it. It's easy work.
I mean, the thing is with Ramirez, I haven't seen nothing too impressive. I know he's a two-time gold medalist, and I'm not going to dismiss that. But in the pros, he hasn't shown me anything where I'm like, oh shit, this dude is nasty. Like he hasn't shown me that. He has the opportunity this Saturday to impress me.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah, but he should be Abraham Nova. Abraham Nova is nothing special. The only thing special about him is that colorful beard he be having and that mascot.
You like his mascot?
Yeah, I like his mascot. That's the only thing he brings to, I guess, to his arsenal because he's nothing special.
I'm wondering why Top Rank made this fight so early. I feel like they both still on the come up, and they throwing them in right away. I'm wondering if whoever the loser is, they'll release because Top Rank quick to cut motherfuckers.
The thing with me is I don't get with Abraham Nova. Dude was at 130 fighting, and he dropped to 126. He was actually in the rankings, close to title shot, which I don't understand. But you might be right. This might be a release. Whoever. I don't think they'll release him. I think they'll.
Well, I think if it's Robeisy who loses, if Robeisy Ramirez loses, I think he faces big danger of getting released because he's not a draw. And Cubans in general, I'm not gonna say all Cubans, in general don't sell tickets. So
no, to be fair, it's a lot. It's most likely.
It's most likely what? Yo, damn, this dude Polo, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, you keep cutting out. What's up with you, bro?
Yo.
Yeah, I hear you. Yo, this dude, man. You a bad co-host, man. I'm about to have to get somebody else call in. Michael, call in, bro. All right. He fell off. Anybody else want to call in? Michael, you my guy. I see A-Side Boxing Talk. My guy, Truth, short for Truth Over Narratives, is also there. Call in. Polo, what's going on, bro?
I keep getting this call. I'm about to pick up one of my nephews soon, so I'll be here near here real quick. I think if he loses, they'll feed him to Navarrete.
Yeah, I love Navarrete. Yo, what's up with him, man? I haven't heard any rumors of who he's gonna fight next.
Oh, he's fighting Baez. Baez next. He just got a big win against one of their guys that they were high on. So I think they're gonna feed him or not feed him because I don't want to use he'll fight the stay busy fight. And what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna wait until that Lopez guy, the one I told you about, that's the one that you
Luis
like,
Lopez.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get him to go to Warrington's hometown or whatever to try to get that IBF strap. He'll bring it over.
He's the IBF mandatory, right?
Yeah, he's been the IBF mandatory for almost a year now. So I think they're waiting to see what Warrington does or to try to order that.
Well, the thing is, Warrington got his jaw broken, so
supposedly.
Yeah, no, he got his jaw broken.
No, but
so he has to wait. Lopez has to wait until he recovers to get his title shot, which is unfortunate because the guy's been waiting a long time, anyways. But I like Lopez. I love the way he rolls with punches. He has really good footwork. He has kind of like a snappy jab. He doesn't fight like the typical Mexican. I'm a big fan of Luis Alberto Lopez.
Man, the way he jumps, he comes at you, he reminds me of Usategui, though. I used to like watching Usategui. That dude would jump and stuff, when he would punch you. You know Usategui, right? The one that fought Durrell.
168. Yeah.
Yeah, that dude used to fight weird. He'll throw uppercuts and he'll be jumping. It looked like he was jumping in there.
L Dub Boxing, shout out to you. Yo, this dude, L Dub Boxing. Yo, this dude is very well connected in the boxing streets. He knows what's going on. Subscribe to his channel. Shout out to L Dub, my man over J. He's definitely a reliable source. He actually may know more about me, more than me and you about what's going on with Luis Alberto Lopez. What's his situation as far as with the IBF and who he's gonna fight next? Is he gonna fight for IBF interim? Meanwhile, while Warrington recovers from his broken jaw. So if you can answer that question in the chat or call in and answer, that'll be greatly appreciated.
Yo, is that I think I know who that is. Is that bro that be having the the scoop and stuff on Twitter?
The stupid stuff? Nah,
No. The scoop. I said like the breaking news and stuff. He'll throw a gem out and it'll be true the next week.
Yes. He do be throwing out some real gems like that. I'll be like, I never heard that, and I was like, oh snap! I'll hear the news when it breaks. I'm like, I knew about that a week ago. Like, nah, man. I fuck with his channel heavy. I fuck with him and his channel heavy. He's a good dude.
No, I think is he on Twitter, right?
Yeah. Matter of fact, let me screen share his Twitter because I'm telling you guys, he's definitely. If you on Twitter, and you a boxing fan, this is definitely somebody you should follow. Like,
no, I think I have a feeling I know who it is. I just don't want to say his name, if he doesn't feel,
Yeah. Nah, I'll screen share it right now. Hold on 1 second. Nah, I'm telling you, this dude is a legit source, man. He knows his boxing, man, and he's very well connected. It is Boog Williams at OVAJAY. So this is it. Definitely go follow this guy. I'm telling you guys, this dude knows his stuff, man. I don't put my name behind people that they on some bullshit. This dude, he be on it and he does his good work, man. All right. So he says Team Lopez waiting on the IBF to order the Warrington fight. So that's what's going on with Team Lopez, with Luis Alberto Lopez. But I'm trying to think who Lopez fights like. Who does he remind me of?
I talked to Lopez. Said
he doesn't remind me of Uzcategui.
I actually talked to Lopez. He told me August was what he got word on that. He said August in the stateside. He didn't say he just said they just told me August. I don't know the appointment, but he did tell me that they're waiting on the IBF. So that Mando.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, hey, it's definitely long enough. Also, the IBF has been surprising me taking long with their mandatories because they're also with the IBF mandatory at 154. That's been long overdue.
Shit, all these bodies be on bullshit. I've noticed that they are taking long. It's just weird to me because someone explained to me like the Kiko Martinez situation, saying that when you win a belt, you get a voluntary. I'm like, okay, I understand that, but it's like, damn, that IBF belt hasn't had a mandatory since what's his name? He vacated because he vacated not to fight the guy that he had a controversial, fight with. That guy won it, and then his first defense was Kiko Martinez. Kiko knocked him out, and it's just like, damn, bro. Like,
Kid Galahad.
Kid Galahad. Yeah, I was like,
yeah. Yo, bro, that was a very surprising knockout. It kind of came out of nowhere too. I was definitely not expecting that. Kiko Martinez. He's like an old cat too. He's like 37, 38.
Warrior. He said he got mad, bro. I don't know. It's like I think when you're at that age, they kind of treat you like a, like clarified, ex-former champion journeyman. He got mad, or he must have had some motivation where you know what, fuck these motherfuckers. Watch this, boom, and then they were just like
he definitely had that. That's the best win in his career, and I'm happy for him because he's somebody who got passed around a lot. Got beat up a lot, and for him to have that one last big win right before he goes, is dope. I know he lost to Warrington, but still.
I remember he fought Leo Santa Cruz at the Honda Center, man, bro. Leo put a beating on him, bro. Remember when he fought Leo Santa Cruz?
Yo, if Leo Santa Cruz had power, man, he would have been an all-time great. I really think that the way he was so busy. I thought he would land he would throw like 145 punches around or something crazy like that. I think Leo Santa Cruz, if he had a little bit more power, he could have been an all-time great.
I mean, he's still got a good ass resume.
I'm not. He has a great resume, but he's not an all-time great. I'm not gonna put him in there with like
Oh yeah.
Julito
But you think he'll be in
Lopez.
the Hall of Fame? Oh no, definitely not. Maybe
Uh,
top 20, not even
I
top 20. I think that's being
off the top of
generous.
my head, I would have to look at his resume, but I would say yeah. I don't see why Leo Santa Cruz can't be in the Hall of Fame. He
Oh, he
he
definitely,
well, he lost to what's the dude from the UK that he avenged?
Frampton
He
and
lost to
Tank,
Frampton, but he avenged
Frampton and
that.
Tank.
And he lost to Tank, who was way bigger than him and was also a really good fighter. I mean, I don't see, I'm looking at his resume now. He beat Abner Mares. He beat Kiko Martinez. It's funny, we was just talking about it.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah. No. I mean, again, I'm looking at his resume. I'm just breezing through it. There's not a bunch of names that stand out to me, but he's definitely what 3 or 2 division champion. He won
4. Who?
bantamweight,
Kiko, right?
super bantam. No, I'm talking about Leo.
Oh no,
Super
he's a
bantam.
4-weight division: bantamweight, super bantamweight, featherweight, and super featherweight.
Oh, okay, yeah, 4 division champion. I might have to say yeah, man. I might have to say yeah. Yo, how the fuck is he still the WBA featherweight champion? Can we talk about that? That shit is crazy. He's
El
still the
Heyman.
WBA champion. Yo, and Lee Wood, who just beat what's his name? Mick Conlon. By the way, that's knockout of the year right now. As of today, that's knockout of the year. But yeah, he's the WBA, I think, either interim or regular, but they need to mandate that and figure that out. He hasn't defended that belt in 2-3 years, and he's still
Right.
the champion.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, come on, bro. Don't like they need to do something. I think and Leo could be Wood, bro. Like that's the crazy thing. It's like I don't know what they got going
I
on,
mean,
but
I
they
gotta
need to
see
figure something
more
out.
Santa Cruz. That knockout of Tank was pretty vicious.
Man, he came back
He
and
had one fight. What was that?
nah, so he came back, beat a guy, and pretty much beat him every round. Like I think I'll be fine, bro. That's a knockout. I mean, look at Amir Khan. He got knocked out by, and he's kept still fighting and
Yeah, he
fighting,
kept getting knocked out. Yo, bro, that last fight against Kell Brook was a fucking sham, man.
Dude, he did not look the
if
same.
I was a fan and I paid for that, I would be so disappointed in myself, man. That was a disgrace to boxing, man.
Why was that a disgrace to boxing? The way he went out, or just because?
Yo, in the first round, he gets hit with a normal looking jab and was like wobbling all over the ring. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that. And then they just threw in the towel. Bro, you know what's sad? People really thought it would be competitive. If you being like honest, he lost every round. Kilbrook just went in there and beat him every round until they stopped it.
Yeah, it's just that Amir Khan was shot. That's what it was. Amir Khan was just finito. Like, yeah, I actually picked Amir Khan just because I think in his prime he was better than Kell Brook.
Oh, yeah, skill wise.
Yo, his hand speed was crazy. Yeah, and he had good power. He dropped Maidana. He stopped Zab Judah. He stopped Dimitri Salita. He had good power. I'm not saying he was a
bro. He beat Devin
puncher,
Alexander.
No.
He beat Devin Alexander. Like that was a good ass win.
Yeah, he has a lot of good wins at 140, but I felt like he had a better career than Kell Brook. But it's just Kell Brook ain't had more in the tank, which wasn't much either. But he had more in the tank left than Amir Khan, man. But yo, this Saturday, fight of the year, knockout of the year, the common man, Joe Smith, USA. I'm rooting for him. I'm predicting that Beterbiev is gonna win, but I'm definitely going for my man Joe Smith, man.
Hey, Mother Russia.
Yo, I'm gonna get the FBI to fucking deport you, my nigga.
Oh man,
I'm gonna get you the fuck out of here, bro. You got root for an American, man.
Man, I don't want to root for him because I don't like his chances, man. I only root for him if he you're right. But damn, man. Hey, I thought you don't. I'm not gonna say that, but I thought you weren't really a fan of Smith.
I let that go, man. It is true. You're right. But I told myself, I was like, you know what? I gotta stop being petty, man. Like, shit was in the past, whatever. I'm over it. It's like it doesn't bother me neither here nor there. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm a root for Joe Smith. That's my peace treaty, even though he doesn't know we were beefing. It was a one-side street we were beefing, but I was like, you know what? I'm a dead to beef, and I'm a root for him. I don't think he wins. I'll be honest. If I'm being honest, I don't think he wins. But that's who I'm
You
a
won't
root
put
for.
your
I'm
house
gonna
on
go.
it. You won't put
What
your
was
house
that?
on it. You won't
Nah,
bet
I
your
ain't
house
bet
on
my
it.
house on it.
Yo, who's ASAP? Who's ASAP boxing talk?
That's truth over
Oh, that's what's
from
up.
Twitter.
What's up, Truth? I'm gonna give him
Yeah,
a subscribe.
yeah. Go ahead, definitely go subscribe. He interviewed Kenneth Smith Jr. the other day, and then he had another interview against with was it Jahai Tucker? I forget who. And then he has an interview lined up with Jermaine Ortiz
Jermaine
soon.
Ortiz.
It hasn't come out yet, but he has it. Yeah, man. I definitely fuck with his YouTube channel. Yeah, man. But I'm about to end the live though. And hold on, let me screen share your Twitter, man. Because people talk shit about you, but you definitely an essential part of boxing Twitter, man. You definitely know your boxing more than people get you credit for. You definitely biased as fuck, though.
Man, you biased too, man. I don't understand, man. I be
I'm
telling
not
people about
biased. I'm not
you biased.
biased.
We're all biased. I don't understand, but I told someone about a certain fighter, but yo, it's gotta beat him. And then when they beat that fighter, they'll be like, oh, I'm like, no, bro, it's because I know that guy. Like, I don't ride the hype train when it gets started. I ride it beforehand, you know? Like, come on, like I
Nah,
was telling
hold on.
motherfuckers before on my own Twitter, I was telling people, yo, Mauricio Lara is gonna knock out Josh Warrington. And they're like, what are you talking about? Look at him like, nah, bro, he got hands. He fought one of dude that my uncle used to train, and when he knocked him out, people were like, "Oh, you just got a lucky guess." I'm like, "Nah," because I knew he was always gonna beat him. And then here we another one, Silva versus Espino. I told people Silva was gonna knock Espino. They're like, "Nah, he's too slow." And then what happened? Probably got him out of matchroom and knocked him out.
Yo, who do you? You know what fight you brought him up? Yo, Mauricio Lara versus Emmanuel Navarrete would be an absolute war, bro.
Hell yeah!
I need
I
to
don't
see
know.
that. I need to see that. I need to see that. And also, I would love to see a third fight with him and Josh Warrington, because you remember the second fight ended in like a technical decision after a headbutt. And you know that he knocked him out in the first fight. Now that he got a belt, I want to see him against the winner of Warrington versus Luis Lopez.
I want to see. I don't think Navarrete versus Mauricio Lara is gonna happen because they're friends. But I do see Lara versus Bernardo. So Warrington vacate the belt, give us that. I would have loved to see that on the Triple G Canelo undercard, man. Eddie Hearn, what you doing, man? I know you're
Bro,
not a ticket seller. That would have been a banger, man. Make me a matchmaker. I would have had tell Warrington, yo, step aside. You fight the winner right with.
but isn't Lopez with Top Rank?
Man, don't let him cross over, bro. He's not a priority.
That's true, but you know, I just Bob Aaron be mad petty with his shit. He be mad
He's
like,
cheap, bro. Like, bro, I've talked to guys that actually, and I'm not gonna, put up, but they've told me like, yeah, dude, like they're pretty cheap, and like, bro, like let's just say, bro, they'll be on Top Rank, making it by. They go to the zone, you got, motherfuckers buying Ferraris, houses, and so it's like they'll go to Matchroom or Golden Boy, and they'll be, living better than when they were at Top Rank. It's like, damn, Top Rank don't got it like that.
nah, nobody pays like PBC, man. I feel like PBC be taking care of their fighters really, really.
Oh
well.
yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I forgot them too. PBC and
that's one thing I'll give them credit, man. Like they treat their fighters good, and they for the most part they do give us good undercards. Like on Showtime, they'll give us triple headers, quadruple headers. Their pay-per-view undercards usually are good. I'm not saying every single fight, but they're usually good. They usually they at least try. I feel like Top Rank, they just throw whoever the fuck they want on there. At least
yeah.
with PBC, they at least try to give you some value for your money and give you a decent undercard.
I think Matchroom and PBC and Golden Boy Top Rank. I'm gonna sit that one out, but Matchroom and PBC definitely. I like Matchroom fights. Like I like the international cards, bro. When they got him in like.
No, I agree. Especially like when they show those fights from the UK. Like I feel like it has a really good atmosphere out there. The crowd be buzzing, they try chanting, they singing "Sweet Caroline" and doing all that shit.
I like the
I
Boaty
fuck.
Richardson fight. I like the Boaty Richardson fight, man. My boy
That was a
Boaty pulled
boring
through.
fight. I ain't like that fight. I ain't like that fight.
No, I liked it. The Colin versus
Buatsi doesn't beat none of these light heavyweights. He
man.
doesn't beat Joe Smith. He doesn't beat Beterbiev. He doesn't beat Bivol. He doesn't beat Zuldo. None of those guys. I don't think he compete with the top 4 or 5 guys. I'll be honest with you.
I think, man, I think we'll see what happens, man. Because I have a feeling, next couple months we'll see a weird play. Maybe, like you said, if Better Beef says, you know what, there's nothing for me. I'm moving up. He can win a vacant, but like you said, we need new blood. Better Beef is getting up in age. Joe Smith, kind of, I just feel like he's kind of a one-hit wonder. The only one that's gonna be around is gonna be Bivol. So we know we might get new fresh blood at like.
I would love to see Bivol versus the winner of Joe Smith, Arthur Beterbiev for undisputed. I know it'll never happen because, and the reason I know that is because Bob Arum literally said that on an interview. He said, "I'm not trying to make no undisputed fight with Bivol because he fights on the zone, and I'm not sending my fighters to the zone." And I don't think Eddie Hearn is going to allow Bivol
To go to top rank.
leave the zone right after he just fought for a Canelo on the zone. I don't think that they allowing that to happen. I really, really don't.
And Better Beef has Mandos. He has a WBO Mando and an IBF Mando that's about to be,
The WBO is Yard, right? Anthony Yard, right?
Yeah, and the IBF was that one. Oh yeah, and I forgot the WBC. But was the WBC is usually, but the IBF is actually gonna be due soon too.
Let's see who's the number 1 ranked guys in those sanctioning bodies.
Yeah, the IBF was main for a while, but since he lost, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't think Pascal will be the Mando because, like, I mean, that would be a big fight in Montreal, but bro, he's too old. Like, put him in there with Better Beef.
I got you right now. So the WBO is Yard, the Mando. The IBF, the number 1 is vacant, but the number 2 and is Joshua Buatsi, and number 3 is Yard, and number 4 is Gilberto Ramirez Zuldo. So one of those 2 guys will have to fight an eliminator. WBC is Callum Smith. He's ranked number 1, and WBA is Gilberto Ramirez Zuldo. So hey man, this could be a double eliminator because ranked number 1 in the WBA is Gilberto Ramirez. Number 2 is Joshua Buatsi. In the IBF, Joshua Buatsi is ranked number 2. No, number 1 is vacant. Number 3 is Yard, who's going the WBO route. So the number 4 will be Gilberto Ramirez. So if they were to fight each other, that could be a double IBF and WBA eliminator to become the mandatory either for Bivol or for the winner of Smith Beterbiev. That's a real interesting situation that's going on at 175.
To be honest, I don't think. I honestly think they're probably gonna have a. No, where's Pascal though? He just beat the number 1 guy. I thought Pascal would be top 5.
I'm looking at the rankings right now. What sanctioning body you think he should be at?
IBF because he just beat the Mando, so I think he should be at least top 5. You know how the politics. Sometimes you don't become the Mando when you beat the man, but they at least rank you high enough to like be in the mix.
He's not even ranked in the top 15 in the IBF, and this has been updated June 13th. Today's the 15th,
and he just beat the mandatory. He beat the number 1 guy. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. That is very crazy.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because say, like, an example, I'm just using theory. Say Better Beef is like, you know what? I can't make the weight no more. They'll vacate the title. What they'll do is they'll find the top 2 guys like that'll like be ranked, and they'll just have Boatsi versus whoever, and then WBA might be Zero versus. So we'll see what happens, bro. Because we never know, man. Better Beef can be like, you know what? I'm vacating all the belts, and then they'll just find like they kind of what they did with the WBA, but they're not gonna do like that where. Oh, send your request in and why you deserve a title shot. Like, this ain't no online dating.
ASAP Boxing Talk says if Beterbiev wins, they'll fight Yard in London. What do you think of that fight?
Oh, that's gonna be a war. That one,
I actually like that idea of him going to London because he's not particularly a draw in America. So
only
if he can get his international game going. Knock somebody out in the UK. UK fans travel. They even travel for non-American fans. So if he could go to the UK, get a knockout there of his defense of 3 belts, after beating Joe Smith in his hometown, and then he goes to London and beats Yard, his mandatory, in his hometown. That if he was to do that, that would be very, very impressive because a lot of people seem to give extra credit when you go to another man's country. That's what people did with Usyk when he did his undisputed run at cruiserweight, and that's what people doing now with Devin Haney. He went to Australia and beat Kambosos for undisputed. So a lot of people give that extra credit when you go to another man's home country. Oh, that's also what Kambosos did with Tio, beat him in his hometown.
Yeah, I'm so mad about that, man. Theo, my boy Theo will be back though.
Tio need a. Honestly, I'm worried about Tio because Tio has not accepted his loss against Kambosos. And when you can't accept something, it's hard to move on. You know what I'm saying?
But he'll beat the next guy. But the people act like that dude Campa can't, like, he's a pushover, bro. He'll give him a run, but I do see Theo beating him. But that'll show you, like, yo, this guy, and then you'll see that guy beat someone the next time he fights, beat another. Like, Campa can fight.
I never seen that guy. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna sit here like I'm a super duper hardcore. I never seen this guy. Is this guy good?
He has a chance, bro. But I don't think he'll beat Theo. I think he'll give him a run for his money. He'll bring the dog out of Theo, and if he stops him. Campa, it's gonna be a win that age as well, but Campa is no pushover, so you'll see when they happen.
All right, I'm excited for it. From what I understand, he's an offensive fighter who comes forward, and that just plays into what Tio likes to do. Tio's a very good counter puncher, and he's very calculated with how he thinks in the ring. I like Tio. Tio at one point was my favorite fighter. I don't think he's my favorite fighter anymore, but he's definitely still my top 5 favorite fighters, just based off that Loma win still impressed me very, very much. Specifically that 12th round where he turned it up against Loma. But he needs to show me more, man. I'm worried about his mental health. I don't even doubt his skills. I know the guy got the goods. I know he's a good fighter. It's just what's going on in here, man. You're getting a divorce. You talk about possibly, like giving messages on Twitter that you possibly alluding that you're gonna commit suicide and you won't accept this Kambosos win, and then your corner was a mess in your last fight. You talk about people ducking you on Twitter, but then it comes out that people were willing to fight you. Like, there's a lot of like messiness going around on Tio's camp, and I'm curious as to what's going on over there.
Man, I was happy about that Loma win, man. I shut a lot of people. I won a lot of, and that Comey win. Like, man, I think Theo bounced back. I just feel like he just, man, his dad. I just didn't like how he acted. I was like, damn, you needed to get it. Like, he kind of needed to get humbled.
At one point, I rewatched the fight because I saw that fight live. At one point, when I got home, I watched the fight like 2-3 days later. He's like, "Come on, man, just knock him out already." I'm like, bro. Man, what kind of instructions are that? Just knock him out already? How about you? Like, he went into the Kambosos fight like, I'm gonna just knock this motherfucker out. Like, no, you don't go into a fight like that. You go in there setting up the knockout. Okay, this is how you go. Oh, I'm gonna slip, do this. All right, let me jab my way in. Let me look, move my head, counter. All right, now I got his rhythm. He wasn't telling him none of that in the corner. He was just like, knock this guy out already. And I was there at the fight, right? So at the fight, I'm looking at the crowd. I'm looking at, him coming off from giving instructions to his son. He's there looking at the crowd, dancing, saying Kambosos is dead. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you playing up to the crowd. Meanwhile, your son was losing, got dropped in the first round. It was a whole mess, man. I feel like Tio really needs to hone in. He needs to clean up everything that's going on in his life, organize everything, put everything back in its place. Too much going on. It's like too much chaos. And it showed in the Kambosos fight because no way he should have lost to Kambosos.
Man, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like I said, Theo moved on to better things. They'll probably set up that Josh Taylor fight. We never know, man. But that guy that was trying to have his fighter fight Theo, man, that dude is signing all the time. Like, he signed Cepeda, Ramirez, he has Virgil. I'm like, I know the play he's trying to play, bro.
Who's that? David McWater?
No, promoter 559. His name is like Rick. He's on Twitter. He's the one that, like, when Theo said that, he called him out on it. He got Barbosa, Chon Cepeda, Ramirez.
Oh yeah. No. He got a lot of fighters. He definitely got a lot of fighters. Hey man, he must have a lot of money because when you're dealing with that kind of things, you gotta put up money to sign fighters. So let's see what he does in this boxing game. But yo, Polo, I'm gonna let you go, man. I appreciate you calling in, man, and being my unofficial co-host today. I
I'll be
appreciate
back
you know
next week.
what was that?
I said I'll be back next week, man. Don't worry. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
man. Anytime I'm on, you're more than welcome to call in, man. I appreciate you hopping on, and everybody watching the chat. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and I appreciate you staying all the way to the end. All right, guys. Until next. Matter of fact, let me screen share your Twitter account. Again, people be trying to play my man Polo like he don't know boxing, like he's not an important figure.
Man, don't tell
Hold on,
me that.
wait. People be trying to play you like you're not an important figure on boxing Twitter, but he definitely is. Follow him at Polo Torres 9821. That's POLOTORRES 9821. Go follow him. He's definitely he knows his boxing. He's biased as fuck. He loves Canelo. He loves Jaime Munguia, Zurdo Ramirez. If you Mexican, he's picking you. He don't care. You could be fighting Marvin Hagler. If Jaime Munguia fought Marvin Hagler in his prime, he would pick Jaime Munguia. That's how biased that guy is. But he knows boxing.
Hey man, stop it. So you're the same way. Nah, but I like example, I'm picking SSR to knock up Bam. I'm not picking. I just know when like, come on, man. And we know
Wait,
we Adames.
Before I let you go, you pick an SSR to knock out Bam?
Yeah, of course.
You don't think Bam footwork and defense is enough to keep Rungvisai on his toes?
Not 12 rounds.
Okay, that's interesting. That'll be for next week. But guys, again,
I can't wait.
No, that's gonna be a good card, man. That's a fucking good ass card.
And then when Adames and Munguia fight and Munguia knock him out, we can bet money in that. And he'll show you damn.
That's not gonna Munguia. First of all, Munguia would never take the fight because he's a fucking.
They offered him the fight twice before, man. You could say that.
All right. Hold on. I was gonna end the show, but you just brought up the biggest duck in boxing, so I can't end the show with you lying to my public. He offered the first time he offered Carlos Adames, and I called him and he told me he offered it to him with 2 weeks' notice. So he
but here's my thing. Here's my thing though. How can you be scared of somebody if you've offered him a fight? I'm not playing down on Adames.
Yeah, I'm offering you a fight with 2 weeks' notice. Oh, he didn't take it. Oh, he's ducking me. No, you offered me a fight with 2 weeks' notice. And then the second time, hold on, that's the first time he offered it. The second time he offered it, Adames fights December 4th this past year, 2021. Then they make him an offer around Christmas to fight in February. He's like, yo, bro, I just fought in February. Push it back to March or April. They told him no, that they already had the date. So he said, I'm not going to be ready by then. So that's twice he offers him the fight with short notice. Of course he's not going to take that fight. Come on, bro. Why are you trying to manipulate the truth? That's not the truth, man. Munguia is the biggest duck in boxing, and just because you a Munguia fan and you're trying to make it seem like, oh, he offering deals on short notice and he's not taking it, that he's the one ducking. Nah, come on, bro. We're not gonna do that on this channel. Not with the voice of Dominican boxing standing right here. We are not gonna manipulate the truth. That is not gonna happen. All right, guys, you got me turned up. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys staying all the way to the end. I'll be back here next week. Who knows? I may go live again one of these days coming up. I may just be bored. I may just want to talk to my people. But shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate you guys a lot, man. Till next time. Peace.